Good afternoon, everyone. It is Sunday, May 25th, and tomorrow is Memorial Day. So I want to wish everybody a happy Memorial Day, a very safe Memorial Day, as we honor our veterans in all forms. I'm back at Mariposa Park. I like it here. Although I have to admit today hopefully it's not coming through on the video. There's a huge church gathering going on the other side of the park. I was hoping that once the service was over, it would quiet down a little bit, but now they're partying and eating. So I'm not sure if that's going to come through in the video or not. But either way, we are here to do our weekly card reading. This week we're using the Gateways of Light Activation Oracle by Kyle Gray. And I want to welcome you back if you're a subscriber. Thank you for sticking with things as we grow the channel and kind of find our footing on exactly what it is that Spirit wants me to share and how to share it. Now, a lot of times I do get channeled messages when I ask questions. And so this week, we're going to do a little different. We are going to do the reading for the collective. But I also want to talk about some of the stuff that people have asked me about, conversations I've had with friends about. And it goes back to this belief of two worlds. A lot of psychics and mediums are talking about how the earth is going to split. Well, my friend Deborah came up with a video that she shared with me the other day, and it was from Nostradamus. Now, if you are anywhere near the age I am, you'll know who Nostradamus was. And he made a lot of predictions. A lot of them came true. I used to follow him a lot when I was a kid because my parents used to talk about him a lot. And they're like, oh my God, another one of his predictions came true. Now, this was a man that lived centuries ago. And yet, he was very tuned in, and predictions that he made way back then are still coming to fruition. And one of the predictions that he talked about was the splitting of the worlds. Now, as he puts it, no, there are not going to be two Earths, so it's not splitting that way, which never felt right to me. But there is a splitting of consciousness, and that is what he talked about. He called them the lost ones, and I think the other one was light or something like that. Deborah, if you can help remind me what he called the other ones. But basically, there are a lot of souls who he claimed as lost that are not going to wake up in this lifetime, and that's okay because it is their choice. They're not ready. Whatever the soul mandate is, they're considered lost. As a soul, they're still full of light, but they're on a very different trajectory and a different path, and they are just not ready to wake up in this lifetime, and that's okay. We send them love. And part of what he was talking about, and part of what Spirit has been telling me and talking to me about over this last week, is that it's not our job to convert them. They're on their own path. Our job is to send love to the planet, send love to the animals, the birds, the reptiles, the standing people, even the rock people, because the fairies and the gnomes, they take care of nature. We want to send love to the finned ones, to the winged ones, the creepy crawlies, the slithering ones, um, because they were all put here by the same being that put us here, the creator. So our job is to send love. And that means even to the two-leggeds. We don't have to like them. We don't have to like what they're doing or what they're about or what their beliefs are, because that's the human ego part of the soul. The spirit, the soul, the high self, is still a being of light, and as such still lives in the light. And that's kind of, I got called on a carpet about it this week again. And that's part of what I want to talk about, is because we get into these things of, oh, we're so much better than some of these other people because we follow the path of light, or we are ascending, we are awakened, we are aware. But we do have a tendency sometimes to slip. And the minute you do, and you go into that fear, the anger, the anxiety, you go down into that level that they're operating from. And part of that has to do with name calling. A lot of times when we don't like somebody or what they're doing, and you might know who I'm kind of talking about right now, we're not going to name them. But from a human and a spiritual perspective, what's going on the planet right now is wrong. It's in many eyes. Now, I've been told he was specifically signed up to be a disruptor, to wake people up, and he is doing exactly that. It is very disruptive, and a lot of us are saying, oh, well, we didn't sign up for this. Well, we kind of did, in a way, when we agreed to come down and help Mother Earth ascend. Because in order for souls to stay on the planet, they have to awaken and ascend their energy as well. Which means letting go of fear-based crap. It also means stop calling people names. They have a name, and instead of calling them dipshit, asshole, whatever you want to call them, they have a name. Because, as I was told, it's being very judgy and judgmental of me to call him out like this. Yes, I might disagree with his policies, his everything, but it does not give me the right to attack the soul. Our job to raise the vibration on this planet is that of love, and only love. And they spelled it out in capital letters. That is what we are here for, what we're here to do. And it's also the way they said to have things move forward a little quicker. So instead of judging these people who we deem below us, which immediately drops us out and down into their energy, so then we're vibrating at their energy, not the energy that we proclaim to be coming from, because it puts us into that fear energy. And you can't have fear and love at the same time. But for every act that you don't like the human doing, you send love. Is it easy to do? No. And I still have to catch myself a couple times this week after they had this talk with me to be mindful of my words, be mindful of my actions, because there are consequences. And to raise my vibration back up into that of love. So we don't call people names. We don't assume that we know what their mission or their purpose is, because we don't, unless their soul literally comes to us and says, well, this is what my Akashic record says I'm here to do. You have no idea why they're really here and what they're doing. Heck, half the time I don't even know why I'm here and what I'm doing. So how am I to judge what somebody else is here to do? It's not my job to focus on them. It's not your job to focus on them. Your job is to focus on you and to be the best loving spirit that you can be. So, and I've been shuffling the cards while I talk so that we can do two things at once. So that is kind of like what I want everybody to know about is, does it mean that we sit back and just allow stuff like this to happen? No, we do not. We counteract it with love. We don't focus on the human part of what is going on. We focus on sending love to that being's gateway angel, because we all have them. And it's up to that gateway angel to make sure that the love gets to them. Now, if they reject that love, that's on them and their soul, and they'll deal with it however they need to deal with it. But that gateway angel will take that love that you sent to that person and they will redistribute it back out to those that are asking for love, asking for joy, asking for peace, asking for unity, asking for truth, asking for justice. And as Archangel Michael told me, there is a reason that when we put these pillars of lights down, that love is the first word that he inscribes on them, because it is the most important word of all the words that get inscribed on the pillars. So, with that in mind, and tapping into the consciousness of the collective, because this is always about everybody on the planet, not just me, not just you, but all of us, because we are all connected. Mitakueo Yasi. We are all connected. So with that in mind, oh, they're saying one more shuffle. Oop. Okay, that card does not want to go in there. Okay, so he does not want to go in. We're going to keep him up. And there goes the duck. I love coming to this part. I love the ducks and the geese here. Great energy. Okay, so now let's see what the three cards are. And do it in a way that they don't blow away. Ha! Interesting. I haven't seen these cards before. So let's see what we have. So the first one says Thoth Light Codes. Light, initiation, great teacher, awakening, and divine magic. So this is the card. That's the first one. The second one says Cirrus Star Blessings. Yes, proceed, be seen, and push through. So there's that card. The third card said, the Temple of Truth. Relates to the throat chakra, authenticity, and self-expression. That's kind of a cool card. I like that. And the fourth card that refused to slide back into the deck is the Gaia Gateway Activation. How appropriate. Learning experiences, wisdom transmission, and earth intelligence. As we were talking, this is her ascension. This is her growing, her moving forward on her path. That's why she wanted to be heard and was not going to go back into the deck. And since I can't really tell if you can, how well these cards are going to come out, because it's partly sunny here, but even I'm having a hard time seeing the cards coming back at me. So I might have to take pictures and post them. We'll see how they come out. So now let's look these up. If I can see, it's so bright. It's been cloudy all morning and now the sun has to come out. So let's see if I can even read them. If I can find them. What the heck? Temple, third eye. There it is, the Thoth light codes. The message. Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can do this where I can see it. Wow. This is going to be tricky, guys, because I can't see the book. Haha. You never know. Trying to find something big enough that I can put over it and still be able to see. Haven't got a clue. This is so sad. It's so sunny that I can't read what the words are. You are blessed to connect with Thoth. Okay, well, we got that far. You are going through a powerful set of light initiations at this time, and these are preparing you to lead and teach from a powerful space of love. Weren't we just talking about that? There's that word, love. In order to complete the process, there will be a release of old ideas and limiting stories. But this is necessary for you to connect with the true power within you. Don't be concerned by the intensity of the energies that surround you right now. Wow. Wind here. Facing shadow parts of yourself and your story is essential for connecting with divine magic, and evolved beings of light are there to lead the way. If you have any concerns or fears at this time, know that when fear gets loud, it's because you're on the cusp of something extremely powerful. And again, moving forward, following your mission, following your purpose, it will bring up fear. And again, that's okay, but don't stay in it. Let it go, move forward. If you need extra help, call on your angels and your guides and your guardians and have them step in and help kind of like put you back on course in case you're off. And if there's a lot of fear, just ask them to take it away for you. Dissolve it, release, help you release it, because that's what they're there for. They want to see us succeed. So call on them, and they will always show up to help you. So again, that is the Thoth. I'm not sure. I've heard it pronounced several different ways, but he is all about the alchemy. Great book that he had a long time ago. It took me forever to read it, and then I realized when I finally did read it, I couldn't put it down. It was like almost a 400-page book. But then I realized I wasn't ready to hear the message when I first bought the book and tried to read it. So it was like, I don't get this. I'm not going to read this. This is dumb. But it wasn't, because it was just a few years later I sat down and opened up the book, and I could not put it down until it was finished. That's how important it was. So, yes, we have these guides, we have these angelic beings here to help us. So, call on them. Now, we're going to talk about the Cirrus star blessings. Star gathering. Let's see. Solar. Cirrus star blessings. Oh, here we go again with the reading it. Let's see. The message that comes with this gateway is a giant yes. It brings the energy of wishing on a star and seeing that with coming, and seeing the wish come true. This is a time for you to move forward with any project or ideas that you have felt called to carry out. There is an energy of positivity, abundance, and excitement surrounding you at this time. That's always fun. Well, excitement usually, yeah, hopefully means you're having fun. Whatever dreams you've been revisiting recently aren't dreams, but premonitions. Know that whatever you're connecting with on the inside is soon to be something you'll be experiencing in the physical. So think about what you desire instead of what you fear. There we go with that fear again. See, you can't have both. You know, when you're in that love energy, you manifest very easily. But if you're in the fear energy, anxiety, anger, not going to happen. See yourself celebrating as if your wildest dreams have come true. As you do so, you'll be creating the perfect energy for them to manifest in your world. So here again, this is the Cirrus star blessing. Okay, the third card is the Temple of Truth. So let's see what the temple has to tell us. The message: when you are brought to this space, you are being reminded of the importance of your identity and your self expression in this lifetime. Acknowledging who you are, who you have been, and who you are becoming is is so important for the unfoldment of your path. There's an old story that the truth hurts. This gateway reminds you that, in fact, the truth heals. So that's again another belief you might be holding. I know I used to hear my mom say that all the time. Truth hurts. Well, apparently, no, it doesn't. The truth heals. And that's why it's so important that we put the truth, that's one of the words on the pillars of light, that when we put it in, love is first, truth is always second. So your truth is your truth, and it's important for you to honor. There's a goose fight right behind us. Okay, to honor it with every facet of your being. This isn't the first incarnation in which you have felt the importance of honesty and authenticity, but may be the first in which you have had full freedom of expression. Because there's a lot of places in this world, a lot of countries, that you're not allowed to say your truth, not allowed to express your opinions, not allowed to express your feelings. And there's a fight going on over there. I wish I could turn the camera over there so you could watch, because it's funny. The geese and the ducks are fighting. Turf war. And then it says this gateway coming to you today is a message that there is something very deep inside you that you haven't expressed, and this is causing energetic blockages on your ever unfolding path. It is a time to love yourself enough to honor the feelings that are rising within you, for they are divine guidance that will bring you into greater alignment. So here again, what's it called again? The Temple of Truth. Like I said, I'll take pictures of these cards because I can't even tell if they're on there because I can't see. You gotta love doing this out in nature. But if I was doing it somewhere else, I wouldn't have the hilarity of the ducks and the geese over here fighting. It's kind of funny. They're all worked up, flapping their wings and chasing each other into the pond. It's kind of funny. Okay, so then Gaia is the one who refused to go back into to the deck. Go figure. Um, since it's all about her and her ascension, so of course she wants to be heard. So let's see what she has to say. And then I'll re-show you the card. Okay. Sometimes it is not our role to know how everything will unfold. Huh. Didn't I just say that earlier? You know, you'd think I looked at these cards ahead of time. Sometimes it's not. It's none of our business. It's the part of what Spirit is saying is yes, we need to have faith and trust that what we're being shown and told is going to happen. But more important than all of that, of course, is love. So she's saying the same thing. It's not always our role to know what's going on and how things are going to unfold. When you draw this card, it's a reminder to trust the plan. There we go again. Trust, trust, trust. This wisdom of Gaia is with you at this time, and you can you can enjoy the natural expansion that is taking place. You may have a tendency to go traveling and look to the stars for answers, but realize that the point you call home has much to offer too. Oh, the planet, not the point, the planet that you call home has much to offer as well. You have chosen to be here. This may not be easy to accept. And for a lot of people, it's not. Because sometimes even I have issues like, are you sure, I signed up for this? But we did. So we're here and we need to do our jobs. You have chosen to be here. This may not be easy to accept, especially if your current reality is a harsh one. But your current experiences are what are vital for your growth. The earth herself cannot escape the challenges that she's facing at this time. Learn from her strength. Learn from her yearning for a better future. Come back to her. She is your chosen home. Well, at least for this lifetime, she is. You chose to come here. You chose to experience what's going on this planet. You chose to help her in her ascension, in her rebirthing for a better world, a cleaner world, a more joyful world. So sit back and enjoy the ride. Sit back and watch the unfoldment of all the love that is being brought down onto this planet. And like I said, if you need help, which we all do at times, ask for help. and then allow your guides and angels to bring it in however they choose apparently to bring it in, because it's one of the things I'm going through. I've been looking for a place to live for 2 months now. We're coming up on June 1st and still nothing. So um, why, I don't know, but again, it has to come back to that faith and trust that there is a higher purpose for what Bearheart and I are going through right now. And I know deep within my heart that it is all going to work out. My mind, on the other hand, it's cussing and doing all kinds of things because it's pissed. But that's the ego for you, because it expects, when it asks for something, it expects it to be delivered immediately, if not before. So again, when you walk the path of beauty, we take it in any way it comes, because there's lessons to be learned along the way. Whether we want to accept those lessons, that is up to us. So that is what pretty much Spirit has wanted to share with you today. I know it was a little longer video because they really wanted to get that message out there, that there is a separation going on between those that they call lost and those that are of the light, and it's not our job to save them. Their souls are already in the light, their human part, that's their journey this lifetime. Our job is our job, which is to take care of ourselves, our family, our surroundings, and to send love to everyone and everything on this planet. Mitakyo Eoyasi. We are all related. So if you're new here, I ask that you hit the subscribe and like button, and so you'll be notified of future videos. And I just want you to have a very beautiful Sunday. Enjoy your family if you have them around. I'm going to go back and sit with Bearheart, because I really feel sorry for that little guy. He has put up with a lot. And since he is an emotional support animal, I have to make sure I take care of him as he takes care of me. Hope you all have a very beautiful rest of your Memorial Day weekend and enjoy the coming week. Thank you for listening and staying to the end. And like I said, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the subscribe button. It helps grow the channel, and that way I can reach more people with the message that Spirit really wants to get across, which is love, plain and simple. We take care of each other. That's what Spirit does, as we humans are supposed to be doing. And it's time we get back to doing that for everyone on this planet. So again, my friends, walk in beauty. This is Reverend Dr. Elena Skyhawk, and I'm signing off for now. Thanks and bye.